What's going on with it, man? You already know what it is. It's Sinful to P, man. You know what I mean? With that masterpiece, mouthpiece, ready to speak eloquently and fluently, and the spectacular vernacular, man, called realism. One more again. And, you know, a lot of you young niggas, man, been getting in my inbox and you've been DMing me, man, on that Instagram, right? And a lot of you been asking questions, man, pertaining to Pimpin and Horn, pertaining to the pimp gang, you know, because you see certain pictures and you see certain videos and things like that. And like most young people, you know, you're impressionable, you're vulnerable, you know, to people that you feel that's impeccable and infallible. But let me tell you something, man, that's going to be profitable and most valuable to you. You know, the probability of you going to a correctional facility, man, in the lifestyle of Pimpin and Horn is very high. The probability of you sitting up there, you understand me, losing your life for a lifetime for that lifestyle is very high. Simply because there are a lot of false representations that's giving information to the youth and not giving them the truth in these documentaries, in these movies. And, you know, when they get on there, man, you see the rings, you see the diamonds, you see the Phantom, you see the S550, you see the Maserati. And, you know what I'm saying, it just seemed like everybody, you know what I mean, within the documentaries, man, is really, you know, getting their money, man, and really doing some fly-ass shit, you know. And I'm here to tell you that, you know, majority of those cats that you've seen in a lot of those documentaries pertaining to that, the Pimpin and Horn, you know, really wasn't pimps and they wasn't hoes. A lot of them girls was just prostitutes simply because, you know what I mean, they couldn't get a job to get their distribute, so they became a prostitute. Damn near every bitch is a prostitute because they'll be willing to sell some pussy for a come up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, any woman and every woman, man, you know what I mean, could be a prostitute, but not every woman can be a hoe. And as far as the lifestyle of pimping, there are a lot of niggas breaking on a bitch, but there are very few men pimping on a hoe. So with that being said, you know, the probability of you doing it wrong is very high simply because there's a lot of representation giving falsified information about that occupation called Pimpin and Horn, man. Just to be real with you. A lot of these niggas, man, you know what I'm saying, they like to glorify something that they really should be mortifying. You know, why I say that is because I don't support any lifestyle that can put you in a correctional facility. I don't support any lifestyle that might potentially lead to you eating a top ramen soup in a cell with another man. I don't support any lifestyle that might lead to you, basically, you understand me, waiting for a visitation from your mother and talking behind a glass or sitting up there, you know what I mean, talking on the phone or something like that. I don't support any lifestyle that might actually lead to you, you know what I mean, calling one of your best friends or your brother or your mother. And because they got lives too, they wasn't able to pick up the phone, so you got to go back to that cell, you know, bored as hell. You know what I mean? You got to sit up there and go back to, you know what I mean, nothing. You know what I mean? And, you know, for those basically that come from the dope game, you come from the pimp game, you come from being gangsters, you come from basically, you know what I mean, having money from white collar crimes, or any lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, that you was accumulating and participating in, you know. You know, to go from that to now to being in jail or prison in an environment with niggas that don't relate to you. You can't relate to them. The language that you speak is a total different vernacular, and it's way too spectacular for their little understanding, especially if you come from the pimp game or the dope game or whatever. And when you come around a whole bunch of squares, you know, man, that think they street niggas, profess to be street niggas, but really wasn't living like a real street king or street nigga, you know, you don't fit in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to tell you young people, man, you know what I mean, instead of trying to basically become a savage, or instead of basically, you know what I mean, trying to prosper in a lifestyle that appears to be lavish on a lot of these documentaries and things, not only am I going to encourage you to get your education, but I'm going to tell you to get a plan. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one thing about it is, man, a master's plan is always better, you know what I mean, than a master's degree. For there are a lot of people with master's degrees that have no currency. simply because they don't have a master's plan. So, you know, the best thing to have is a master's degree with a master's plan. And that'll help you become a master at whatever you endeavor to do in life. As I said before, and I'm saying now, you know, for the young women that are viewing this, you know, it might appear that the only thing that, you know what I mean, that seems to be popular, or a way that you can gain popularity, man, is by twerking, or, you know what I'm saying, appear to be some promiscuous pedestrian that's willing to suck and fuck on blacks and Mexicans, you know what I'm saying, for a few bucks and shit, right? But I'm not encouraging you to do that. I'm encouraging you to basically utilize the blueprint that God gave you, man, called your mind, to get that gold mine and a different outlet, you know what I'm saying, rather than basically just be another average statistic doing things, saying things just for materialistic things that have an expiration date on them, you know. So, you know, I just wanted to take out a little time, man, to put some paint where it ain't, say what most can't, you know what I mean, give some clarity, and to also show charity, you know what I'm saying, to the youth, man, and give you guys the truth, and stop you guys from basically being encouraged to participate in lifestyles that can lead to incarceration or the location of the graveyard. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I wanted to make this short. I didn't want to talk too long. I just wanted to give you something, man, that's strong for you to hold on to, man. You know what I mean? To get you through until the next day or next chance you hear me speak. But, you know, for you guys, man, that need to know my Instagram, once again, man, SIN_FUL. The Facebook, SIN, spacebar, FUL, spacebar, WAYS. So that's Sinful Ways on Facebook, and just simply SIN_FUL on Instagram. You can also get at me, man, on Sinful to P on Glide and shit, you know. And when you request me on Facebook, always let me know, man, that you come from YouTube, because usually if you're a guy that I don't know, I'm not going to accept you. And if you're a woman that you look like a guy, I'm definitely not going to accept your handsome ass either, baby. But, yeah, man, I didn't want to talk y'all ears off, man. You know what I mean? I just wanted to give you something, give you some inspiration, and also give you some uncommon information, man, to help you get to that destination called success, man. I hope you guys live as long as you want and never want as long as you live, man. All y'all be blessed. One.